But I believe that the word that Stephen spoke as he died, when he echoed similar words to that of Christ, when he said, Lord, lay not this sin to their charge. In other words, like Jesus said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. I believe that that thing pricked Stephen or Saul's heart, and the words never left him. I believe that those words caused him to remember what Gamaliel said. When he stood at the feet of Gamaliel, the teacher of the Pharisees, warned them, listen, to leave the followers of Christ alone. There ought to be some folk you don't mess with. You ought to hear me what I'm saying. There ought to be some folk you don't mess with, because if they belong to God, talk about it. Woo, what's what happened? Don't you remember the boldness of Peter and the other disciples when they preached the message under power and authority on the day of Pentecost? There were some, there were some who thought they knew Peter and the others. But how many know that there's more to us than what meets the eye? Saul must and would understand that in a moment, in that instant, he was changed for eternity. He was threatening the church, but now he was trembling. He was in control, but now he's under control. Saul will soon understand and be able to say that that was then. But this is now. Let me try to simplify my thought. I remember it's been years ago. Long time ago. In early education, they taught us 360 degrees would mean that you made a complete circle. And you start in one point and you end right back up in the same point. Watch this. When we attempt to change ourselves, it is in akin to doing a 1 or 360 turn. Meaning that we can turn, but we always end right back up at the same place. But in the same class, they taught us a 180-degree turn, which means that I turn, but I go in a different direction. The only way you can really change your trajectory in God is that God has to step in and do for us what we cannot do for ourselves. Is there anybody here that God had to step in and let you know that I'm not going to wait on you to get yourself together? I'm not going to wait on you to say, Lord, here I am. God stepped in and God did something or allowed something in your life. Somebody had to break your heart before you turn to God. Somebody had to walk out of your life before you turn to God. Somebody had to die before you turn to God. Somebody had to say, I want a divorce before you turn to God. But God still worked that thing out. And he turned that thing and worked it so that it brought you closer to him. Watch what happens. Saul, on this Damascus road, look at what happens. He's on the road headed toward Damascus. But when God interrupts him, he gets stopped in his tracks and he makes a 180-degree turn. And now he's headed down the same road. But now he's headed down the road with a different purpose and plan. God has a way that seems very unlike our way. Because if my way would have been, I would have never had to go through what I had to go through. See, some of y'all been saved so long, you forgot. If it had been up to me, Brazil, there's no way I would have gone through the thing. I wouldn't have wrote it the way that I wrote it. I wouldn't have wrote it how God laid it out in my life. There were some things that I went through, I would have said, Lord, you know what, I'm going to skip that chapter. I know some of y'all can't get it now because you're sitting right next to that chapter. Somebody. Praise We have, listen, we've got some things in our past that when it comes up, we put our chest out.
Yes, sir. Come on.
Brother James, we talk about, Lord, I was a man. I was the Lord and I was in charge. We have some things, but there's some other stuff. Don't forget me. There's some other stuff that when it comes up, see how quiet y'all want to do that? You said, let sleeping dogs, let them lie. There's some things that we're determined with him, that if God don't say nothing, I'm taking it to the grave with me. I know some of y'all are too spiritual. But look at the choir, don't get part of this. Yeah, he talking about you, he talking about you, he talking about you. God can take the stuff that we are proud of, the stuff that we are ashamed of, and God can use that and turn it so that it can be a blessing in your life and in the life of someone else. Listen, when God makes a change in our lives, we'll be able to tell those who know us. When they say, I remember when. Yes, sir. Say it, Pastor. You can say, no, that was then. But this is now. You know how folks are. They won't let you forget where you came from. But God has a way, when we hear his voice speak to our situation, our life begins to change. Saul's initial problem, listen, Saul's initial problem was the same problem many of us have. Yes, sir. Is that we listen not to the voice of God, yes, sir, but we listen to the voice of religion. We listen not to the voice of God, yes, sir, but we listen to the voice of religion. Yes, sir. And listen, when God speaks, you hear something different, yes, than just going to church on Sunday. When God speaks, yes, you hear something different than just coming nodding and then checking off a box for the week. When God speaks, something different about his voice. A voice that when he spoke to Saul's condition. A voice that spoke to his situation. A voice that spoke to his circumstance. A voice that spoke to his power and authority. Watch this. A voice that shook him to his very core. Yes, sir. Come on, Pastor. Same voice. Spoke the world into existence. Yes, same voice. The same voice is the voice that called out to Adam in the garden. Yes, the same God and the same voice is the same voice that spoke judgment over the devil. Yes, the same voice spoke to Moses on Mount Sinai. The same voice spoke to Lazarus and said, get up. The same voice raised up the widow's son. The same voice on Friday evening yelled out and cried out, it is finished. Same voice. Fortunately, Paul had this changed perspective in his life. Of course, Jesus was pretty forceful and direct with Paul. Yes, sir. Blinding him. Listen to this, what I love about God. He blinded him and took his sight, yes, sir, so he could focus his vision. Come on. Now that made no sense. No, God blinded him so he could focus his vision. Yes. And there are people in this room now that God is dealing with you, trying to focus your vision. He's trying to show you who you need to separate yourself from. He's trying to show you some things you need to cut out of your life. He's trying to show you there are some things you need to add to your life. He's trying to focus your vision on the right thing. Watch it. But Jesus, he forced the situation with Saul. And I can't help but wonder, do we really believe in the power change. I would propose that most people who say yes really don't. Because if we did, we wouldn't be so critical
Come on.
of other people. I wish I had somebody here.
Come on.
You know you changed. But we're quick to talk about something. He's the same. I knew he wasn't that.
Talk about it.
We're so quick to be critical and judgmental of other people while giving ourselves the benefit of the doubt. Maybe the reason this is so unsettling that people can change is because we really don't believe in the power of the gospel of Jesus. That when a man comes, watch this, when a man comes to God, the business of God is changing lives. The business of God is we come in one way and leave out another way. The business of God is that I came in road, but God raised me. The business of God is that I came in on my way to hell, but God turned me around and gave me eternal life. The business of God is about change. Paul put it like this. Therefore, if any man be in Christ, he is a new creation. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things have become new. Watch this. I don't understand why it's so hard, but I do know that I am a work in progress. See, some of y'all already arrived. Some of you are already there. But I believe within myself, I'm just going to tell about McIntosh. I can't testify for you, but I'm just a work in progress. I don't know about you, but when I look at the text, I would just like I had a whole lot of Pauline. Hey, y'all don't want to hear it. Y'all don't want to tell it. I was doing my own thing. I was trying to run my own life. I was conceited, boasted about my talent, wasn't afraid to try to tear somebody else down. And all I could do was just, man, I'm going to do what I want to do. Don't look at me like I'm the only one in here. But thank God. That was then. This is now. I can remember God knocking me off of my feet just long enough to get my attention. And let me show you this right here, because so some of y'all will stop blaming the devil for what God is really doing.
Talk about it.
There's some things that are happening in your life that God allows. Everything that is perceived to be a negative is not always the devil working. Sometimes it is the chastisement of God. And God is saying, I'm going to deal with you, and I'm going to deal with you. How am I going to deal with you? I'm going to deal with you through your situation. I'm going to deal with you through your situation. I'm going to deal with you through other people. I'm going to deal with you through your relationship. That's why you can wonder why everything be going well with your marriage, and then all of a sudden the wheel.
Hold on. Roll down.
Some of y'all. Wonder why it is you making more now than you ever made before.
That's right.
And you put it in a bag, and when you pick up, ain't nothing in there because the bag got a hole in it.
Come on, Pastor.
Could it be he's talking to you?
Yeah.
I know I raised them right.
Yeah.
I know I trained them right.
Yeah.
But why in the world every time I turn around, so the law enforcement calling me, the school calling me about my children?
Yeah. Wow.
Could it be he's talking to you?
Yeah.
Thank you.
But let me throw this last one in.
Yes, sir. Come on. Throw it on in, man. Yes, sir.
Some of y'all say, well, my children grown. They bother me now. I just got the email. Ding! We got a hold. Could be that some of them doctor visits had nothing to do with real ailments. Your attention. Could it be God saying, why you running your mouth talking about somebody else? You hear what I'm saying? Because watch it. There's nothing that'll make you pray. Like when you get sick. You know when somebody else gets sick, they say, Pastor, pray for me. All right, I'll do that. You get sick. Pastor, I'm going through right now. Can you pray? Yeah. I got you. I add you to my list. I got you. But boy, when I wake up to the car and something ain't right, boy, Lord. Ooh, now Jesus. You don't hear me what I'm saying. When it's your situation, you pray differently when it's yours than when it's somebody else. And sometimes God has you going through some things because He's trying to get you to pray.
Yes, sir.
Come on. Yes, sir.
Watch this. We're going to get that 75 minutes. Y'all stay. Don't get clocked out. Don't get clocked out. Get clocked out of me. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Paul saw Jesus physically.
Yes, sir.
He heard him.
Yeah.
And as a result of him interacting with God, there was a recognizable change.
Yeah.
Hear me. When Christ has touched your life, there has to be a recognizable change.
Yeah.
And I'm asking you, the change that you keep talking about, is it really recognizable? Is there a different way you respect folk than how you used to respect them? Is there a different way you act than how you used to act? Is there a different way you feel about the church than you used to feel about the church? When God touches you, you can't have the same kind of conversation.
Yes, sir.
I need to be quiet right up here. He deals in recognizable change. And thank God that the change He's made in us, we're going from glory to glory, from faith to faith.
Yeah.
And if the change is real,
Yes, sir.
there's no way you should be the same today
Yes, sir.
as you was last year. How in the world? It just baffles me that we can go through and see nearly 600,000 people die
Yes, sir.
in this country. Folk in your family came down with COVID,
That's right.
and God healed them.
Yes, sir.
People that you work with, people that you know came down, and then we come back in the church with some of the same mess, same attitude, same crooked ways, same underhanded ways. We come back in the church. There ought to be a recognizable change. That I didn't go through what I went through. I haven't witnessed what I witnessed just to come back in the church and still be the same. Thank God we got one more change to make.
Yes, sir.
We got one more change. Job said it like this in Job 14:14. He said, if a man dies, shall he live again? All of my appointed time, I will wait until my change comes. In this hour, we proclaim that was it. But this is now. What do you mean, Pastor? When it's all said and done, when the final trumpet shall sound, we shall all be changed. And we'll be able to say, I was sick, but I'm not sick anymore. That was then, this is now.